Kinley here from Uncovered Private Tours on the summer solstice on the 21st of June 2021 at the Ring of Brodgar. Okay, I'm using the GoPro today, so see if this works. You got my ugly face there, as you can see, and my Sherpa bag, my Buffalo Systems jacket, the Special 6, thanks guys from Buffalo Systems, of course. This is the Ring of Brodgar. There would have perhaps been 60 stones, maybe 80, perhaps 100 in its perimeter. It's 350 feet in diameter from this side to the other side. The henge itself is this position here that goes around it. The henge is a ditch, and the henge would have been approximately 20 feet deep by 30 feet across. So the idea behind the Ring of Brodgar perhaps would have been maybe a place to use it for a place to worship. But what's interesting is in the center structure, what you have is a spring, so an aquifer that comes up in the middle. It's a very wet area, and so a lot of this section behind me here has collapsed over the years. It's got slightly lowered down, so you've got quite a lot of marshland ahead of us. And so when you walk across the perimeter, normally you can get inside the stones. You can feel that this side of the henge tends to be quite wet. So what was it used for? Perhaps worship, yeah, most likely. Maybe something else. Certainly the Vikings used it for defense. Up to my left hand side you've got Knows, K-N-O-W-E. These are Bronze Age mounds, and there's one down here to my right. What's interesting about this circle as well is the fact that if you are standing in the directional stones, which these stones are here, so if I go across this way, what you can see there is those are the north and south stones. So one faces north, this one, and one faces south, and then you have also got the stone in the middle over there. That's known as the Man of Brodgar stone. But these stones, it's quite interesting. If you stand in the middle of those stones and you take a picture or you do a compass reading, you can see that the compass itself sits to the east. So this stone behind me here, which a lot of people seem to think is possibly used for worship for children as a miniature henge, I reckon is directional. Okay, so there's a reason that people came here perhaps all these 5,000 plus years ago. That was to worship and also to get here. And what you've got is a natural amphitheatre around the entire perimeter of this Ring of Brodgar section of stones. So in the far distance you've got the Hoy Hills, you've got the Loch of Stennis here ahead of me, which is saltwater, and then behind me here is the Loch of Harry, which is freshwater. Right in the centre you've got an area called Brodgar, and then in the middle you've got the Ring of Brodgar, which is this position. So if I stand in the middle of these two stones, one facing to the north, one to the south, and right at the back the westerly stone, to show you here ahead of me, and when my client is walking, takes her down towards the easterly stone. I'll use my thing here. So it's almost on my my compass here on my watch, exactly east. The thing is, the Earth's axis is tilted in the last 5,000 years, so it's slightly off the Earth's axis. But what's interesting is they managed to build this all these thousands of years ago and use it as a huge henge monument. So this predates Stonehenge by about 400 years. So pre-Stonehenge you got this structure here. You might be able to hear the skylarks in the distance. Anyway, Kinley from Uncovered, wishing you farewell, and we'll catch up soon.